the question, but I guess not. There it is, just below the surface of things in a flash of blue.
My name is Janet Allen. I'm the Executive Artistic Director at the IRT, and it is my great pleasure to also be the Director of On Golden Pond. Some of the things that we talked about when we picked this play, certainly one of them is the generational lure of this play. This is a 3-generation play spanning an age from a 13-year-old to an 80-year-old, and it really examines all the generational pieces within that span. And because of that, we love to end our season with something that can be both uplifting, often fun, but with this one also plumbing some real depths of family interactions in a very real way. So what attracted me to direct it was that it really does speak to my heart, and I think it's important in art making that we have that kind of personal connection to the art we make. Ernest Thompson, the playwright of On Golden Pond, also, of course, wrote the screenplay for a very, very successful movie of On Golden Pond, which is how most of us know it. That's how I first interacted with the text, was through the movie. And it has subsequently been made into television adaptations and been on stage and been adapted by Ernest Thompson into a musical, so obviously he's had a lot to say about these characters in this plot. The movie and the screenplay are practically identical because the same writer was writing them. And so those family dynamics, that love of this location, which is a big piece of this play, is the multi-generational love of this house on this lake, which they call a pond. And I think the surprising thing is just it's incredibly still speaks to our lives and speaks to our hearts and speaks to our family making and our aging process in this country, and also speaks to how we identify American family dysfunction. Now, those things don't sound like a lovely feel-good, but the play is absolutely a lovely feel-good in that what happens is that all the relationships find a little bit of healing. And that's a really great way to leave the theater, is to think, wow, what if I applied some of that same thinking in my own relationships? Could I make everything a little bit better? And that's On Golden Pond is moving and funny and heartwarming and thought-expanding, kind of all at the same time.
Just below